Hi fam, it's Josh here with eDesk Stories, your home for all the juicy stories. Today's story comes to you from a woman who wants to know if she went too far when she poured a drink on her husband's ex.
Am I wrong for pouring a drink on my husband's ex-girlfriend? A few days ago, I told my mother-in-law that I'd bring her grandkids, our gorgeous twins, to her house for dinner. It was a gesture of thanks, as she and my father-in-law had babysat for an entire weekend while hubby and I took some time to ourselves. My mother-in-law decided to make that dinner a grand occasion and invited the entire family over. Fine with me, the more the merrier. Except half an hour after we arrive, Jo walks in. The entirety of her back out, titties popping and all. Now, Jo is my husband's ex-girlfriend, who also happens to be a favorite of my mother-in-law's and a longtime friend of hubby's family. I don't know why they didn't work out. Frankly, I don't care. Long story short, Jo does what she always does at these functions. Touch my husband inappropriately, whisper in his ear, try to eat off his plate, etc. She went as far as to try and steal my seat next to him at the dinner table. Luckily, my sister-in-law, a literal saint, was able to stop her. Hubby is generally okay with putting his foot down. If she does anything truly egregious, he does put a stop to it. But to him, her touchy behavior and the way she tends to hover around him and try to get his attention don't fall in that category. I told myself to ignore her and not let her get to me, but she pulled me aside later that evening and said absolutely horrible things to me, telling me that it was only a matter of time before my husband left me and that he was using me as a breeding plant, etc. Fun fact, I am currently pregnant again. At that point, I had had enough. So I dumped my drink on her and walked away. Jo absolutely lost it and walked out of the house. Hubby's extended family generally has a good opinion of me, so no one thinks I did it on purpose. I did, and I'd do it again, but my husband knows better. He pulled me to the side to confront me about it and was surprisingly angry. Did I make a bit of a scene? Sure, but his anger wasn't proportional to that at all. If you can't tell, hubby is the type of person that doesn't like to make a scene, especially around his family. I have complained about his proximity to Jo multiple times before all this went down. I've asked him to cut contact with her and basically just ignore her presence, and he's refused on the basis that she's a family friend. Basically, he thought I was overreacting every time I'd bring her up. We argued back and forth about it for a while before I eventually revealed what she had said to me at the dinner. He understood my anger at that point, but I don't think it should have even gotten that far for him to understand why I don't want her around. The fact that he'd trust the character of an ex over his wife of more than 10 years and the mother of his children is baffling and incredibly hurtful. I explained this to him, and he adamantly disagrees and gives excuses. So now we're here. Hubby thinks I should have brought up what she said from the beginning. To me, this issue isn't what she said in and of itself, but her behavior as a whole.
She wants to know if she's wrong to feel the way she does. What do you think? Should she have concerns? Did she go too far in dumping her drink on her? Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to like and subscribe for more juicy stories.